It's been about a week since we've last taken a look at the SHIB Coin, so I thought it was time to do another technical analysis video and see what has occurred over that period of time and if we can make some predictions on where we can expect to see SHIB go in the next coming weeks. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. We're taking a look at one of the channel favorites, the Shiba Inu token, also known as SHIB Coin. We're going to be performing our usual technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see the price of SHIB go within the near future. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy today's video. As well as that, if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, investing, stocks, and wealth management. I'd also love to know down in the comments section below if you are a Shiba Inu holder. Let us know. But without any further ado, let's jump into the computer and start the analysis. Welcome into CoinSpot, guys. If you're looking to buy SHIB or any other cryptocurrencies, there's a link down in the description of today's video where you can sign up now and start buying crypto. But let's take a look at the coin, and to be quite honest, as we zoom out, what you'll notice is not too much has happened over the past couple of weeks. Basically what has occurred is we have been trending in a sideways direction. We've effectively been consolidating, and if I zoom out, I suppose, a bit further, you'll be able to see what is happening is basically the coin is just tightening, like tightening every single day. There's less, I suppose, high spikes and less really, I suppose, low dips as well. So if I just draw this little, I suppose, line in here, you can see exactly how that's occurring. It's relatively, I suppose, coiled now. We're expecting to see a break in either an upwards or a downwards direction. And one indicator I really want to share with you guys is the Bollinger Bands. And let me just get rid of these lines here. But the Bollinger Bands effectively indicate for us how much this has coiled and how much we are, I suppose, ready to break out. So if I chuck this in here, basically the way to understand this is the tighter these bands are to each other, the more likely we are to, see a breakout. If we drop below the bands, we're going to break down. If we drop above, surge above the bands, we're going to break in an upwards direction. I'm just going to chuck it on the daily chart as well so you can get a vibe of what I mean. Now you can see at the start here the bands were very far apart, and that was due to the sheer price volatility that had occurred in this period of time. And now as we move to the right, you can see that due to the price action slowing and the, I suppose, spikes and dips decreasing in size, basically what we're seeing is these bands are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So I'm just going to move over, zoom in a bit, and you can see right now, I mean, even compared to a couple of weeks ago, this is tight. This is extremely tight. So we're going to see something occur, and it's going to explode in either an upwards direction or it's going to explode in a downwards direction. Now, how do we know what that's going to be? Well, the Bollinger Bands themselves will not tell us what direction that is going to be. It's going to be driven by a few factors. The first of which is buying and selling volume, obviously. Simple market, demand and supply. If there's more buyers, obviously you're going to see an increase in the value, compared to if there's more sellers, you're going to see a decrease. But more importantly, I think really now what we've got to rely on is our moving averages. In particular, the critical one here for us is the 20-day moving average. I'll try and bring in as well, I don't know if it'll appear, but I'll bring in the 50-day moving average as well. So there's the 20, let's bring the 50. I think it'll be quite short, there we go, but it's red. So as you can see, we did have a little period of time where we crossed back above that 50-day moving average, but then we dipped below it once again, which was not ideal. Now this 20-day moving average, which is currently sitting at a value of 885, is acting as a point of resistance for us to get through. And in fact, that is likely sitting at the top end of the Bollinger Bands that we just saw. In fact, let me just open it up for you right now and we can see it's actually sitting smack bang on that middle line. I think it actually is the 20-day moving average throughout the Bollinger Bands there, which is why that's the case. So basically you can treat this line as the, I suppose, key point of resistance. You can see we've bounced off it once here in particular. We've bounced off it many times before. It is acting as a critical point of resistance. We need to get through this. If we can't get through this, then the coin is most likely, in my opinion, going to drop in a downwards direction. It's not going to break out. What we're looking for is obviously that breakout, but based on that, it might not occur. We need to see the volume really coming in now, and we need to see an increase in the buying pressure of SHIB. There's more holders than ever now. I think there's over 600,000 SHIB holders, so it's certainly a coin which has a lot of attention. So I wouldn't be surprised if we keep seeing those increases and people keep holding, that we will increase in value. Now, let's just bring in the MACD as well. Let's have a look. What's that telling us? Well, it's actually so flat. And the reason it's so flat is, once again I say, we are coiled. We are so coiled. We're going to break up or we're going to break down. And it is going to be hard. It's going to be hard and fast. So basically, we're really waiting just to see what direction that's in, hopefully upwards. It's not telling us much here, unfortunately, so let's get rid of that. The next one, let's just check out the RSI. Personally, I think we're oversold, and that's exactly what we're seeing on the chart now. We've been, I suppose, on the bottom end of the alright area in here, the acceptable range between 30 and 70 points. We're currently sitting at an RSI of roughly 37.9. We're sitting towards the oversold end. Plenty of room to move upwards. So let's say we do move upwards. What's the price target? Well, the price target for me is, obviously we're currently sitting, I suppose, close to this 20-day moving average. We want to move through that. Where do we want to move? We want to move to test the 50-day moving average, which is sitting at 990 currently. And for those of you who are just listening in, the current value of SHIB is 859 Australian dollars. So today, for me, that is our target. Break the 20-day moving average and then test the 50-day. We need to start gaining a bit more positive momentum and see a real solid breakout for us to move in the right direction. I'd love to know your thoughts on SHIB down in the comments section below. What do you reckon is going to occur? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Either way, I think it's going to be very hard and very fast. So keep an eye on that. If you did enjoy today's video, remember to leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management. So if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are not, welcome back. But I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.